My mommy, they call you. So sometimes if he call, the juror not go pick.
Just give me something. This escapes money. This one I can keep playing this time. Wait, it's lagging. Please don't tell me.
A big shower to Amida. A big shower to Sophia. Hi, Sophia. Hope you're good.
Join me.
Happy Sunday to you.
I'm so slow.
Yeah, happy Sunday. Thank you for liking. You all are amazing.
Guys, I found this tab.
Thank you.
Guys, I found this
Hope your Sunday is going well and you're having fun. I had to start the life again. It was interrupted.
How much people spend all this? Look how much people spend.
Okay, I need to be comfortable.
What's your name? What's your name? Kiki.
Okay. Sophia, how are you? Is Sophia still here? If people don't respond when I talk, I just feel probably you're not here. A big shower to Marek. Marek. Okay, guys, let's go. Please, can we like and sub? Jeremy, please bring down my fluffy shoe. Oh no, I don't speak Polish. Yeah, I just speak English. Do you speak English? Look for it. Check inside those drawer. That shoe rack. Put on for my friends there. Give me the other shoe. Don't worry, I'll wear it myself. It will be too tight for you to put on. No, don't. Nice to meet you anyways. Please like and sub. Thank you so much. A big shout out to Nikki. A big shout out to Eva. A big shout out to Poiski. A big shout out to Owami. A big shout out to Modi. Shout out to Vicky. Shout out to Jazz Polski. Shout out to Modi. Shout out to Connor. Yeah, drop your names. Let's go. Shout out to Lily. Shout out to Tess. Thanks, you're welcome. Let's go. Please, as you come in, please let's like and sub. Yeah, we are more than 13 here, and I just have 2 likes. Yeah, can we go? A big shout out to Kiara. A big shout out to Lily. Guys, today is my daughter's birthday, so wish her happy birthday. So when we have more people on this live, I'm going to sing happy birthday for her, and you'll be seeing her as well. A big shout out to Nayeli, because I do celebrate other people's birthday, sing for them. So why won't I celebrate my own daughter's birthday as well? You know, isn't it? So guys, please wish her happy birthday and pray for her. So when it's time, I'll call her up. So then we all sing happy birthday for her, okay? Okay, big shout out to Millie. Is it Miley? That's what you said. A big shout out to Vanessa. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you so much. A big shout out to Hella. A big shout out to Whiteley. Happy birthday to you. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. A big shout out to Janet. A big shout out to Courtine. Thanks for the birthday wishes. A big shout out to Kinga. Oh, hi, Liv. Welcome back, darling. A big shout out to Yo Campbell. A big shout out to Armani. A big shout out to Angel. A big shout out to Ike. A big shout out to Kinga. Winnie's. A big shout out to Serene. A big shout out to Lizzie and Lila. A big shout out to Angel. A big shout out to David. Yeah, it's not my birthday, it's my daughter's birthday. My birthday is end of this month, 27th. So that's my birthday. I said when we have more people on this live, we are all going to sing happy birthday for her. And I might call her up. Your voice like an angel. Oh, thank you. A big shout out to Ostavio. A big shout out to Molly. A big shout out to Isha. Thank you so much, Leave. Yeah, she would. Yeah, I will tell her. Yeah, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Thank you. She deserved the birthday. Yeah, I just dropped a video of her. So she's on the... Yeah, I just dropped a video of her. So she's on the channel. So you can go check the video. I dropped 2 videos of her. So, yeah, you can go have a look. So when it's time, I will call her up for a birthday song. For a birthday song. Yeah, I beg your pardon. I don't know why I'm looking for my words today. A big shout out to Modi. A big shout out to Portia. No, I'm not a gay, thank you. I'm a lady. A big shout out to Lily. Thanks for the birthday wishes. A big shout out to Lily. Guys, please let's go like and sub. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, thank you. You're welcome. Please, can we go like and subscribe? Thank you. Our like is still low. Just 2 likes. A big shout out to Jayla. A big shout out to Noah. A big shout out to Nova. A big shout out to Monica. Your daughter is so cute. Thank you so much. You've watched the video. Thank you. Yeah, it's my birthday. Can you say happy birthday? Yeah, happy birthday to you. Yeah, I don't know your name. ST. Yeah. A big shout out to Georgia. A big shout out to Portia. Please let's go like and sub. Thank you so much. Hi, my name is Lila. A big shout out to Lila. Happy birthday to you, girl. A big shout out to Daisy. A big shout out to Julia. A big shout out to Randy. A big shout out to Hami. Please, guys, let's go like and sub. Thank you so much. A big shout out to Amelia. A big shout out to Andrea. A big shout out to Lily. Shout out to Candace. Shout out to Dominica. Shout out to Randy. Shout out to Hella. Shout out to Kinga. Shout out to Shane, your lovely daddy. Happy birthday to him. A big shout out to Miku. A big shout out to Arvin. A big shout out to Soma. Shout out to Dylan. Shout out to King Gawiniaka. Shout out to Noah.
Medium.
Are you from SA? No. Shout out to Spencer. No, I'm from Nigeria, thank you.
Oh, hell no.
Shout out to Gracie. Shout out to Destiny. Shout out to Daviano. Shout out to Evelyn. Shout out to Gracie. Please, guys, let's go like and sub. Just take some seconds to do it. Nah, not up to 5 seconds is done. Then drop your name. Let's go. A big shout out to Adeline. A big shout out to King Gawinaka. A big shout out to Rumi. A big shout out to Ballerina Capuchina. Who said that? A big shout out to your lovely sister Ola. A big shout out to Amelia. A big shout out to Ima. A big shout out to Vox. A big shout out to Go No. A big shout out to Ima. A big shout out to Hollis. A big shout out to Adi. Please, I posted a video. Can we please go wish her well? Can you please wish my daughter happy birthday on the comment section? Because I wish people happy birthday as well. I sing for everyone. You know how we do it here. So please, it's my turn now. Please go to the comment section and wish her happy birthday for me, okay? Thank you, guys. A big shout out to, can I join your live? Yeah, you are with me here already. A big shout out to Paul. A big shout out to Rayleigh. A big shout out to Haley. A big shout out to Iman. A big shout out to Marsha. A big shout out to Hollis. A big shout out to Susanna. A big shout out to Malaysia. A big shout out to Pippi. A big shout out to Tylee. A big shout out to Marshall. A big shout out to Leah Zineb. A big shout out to Kiki. Let's go, guys. Drop your name. I give you a shout out. And don't forget to like. A big shout out to Kami. A big shout out to Noah. You're a big fan. Thank you so much. A big shout out to Sophia. A big shout out to Damari. Thank you, all my big fans. Thank you so much. I heart you and I love you all. A big all my besties. Thank you so much. A big shout out to Brittany. Shout out to Sydney. Shout out to Mimi. Shout out to Pikachu. Oh, Pikachu. Thank you for subbing. Big shout out to Bia Savannah. Shout out to Fatu. Te Fatu. Shout out to Samantha. Shout out to Hannah. Shout out to Sia. Shout out to Bella. Shout out to Henkin. Shout out to Benita. Shout out to Bia. Shout out to Susan. Shout out to Aggie. Thank you so much. Shout out to Elias. Shout out to Olivia. Shout out to Manja. Shout out to Caroline. Shout out to Kelly. Shout out to Susan. Shout out to Chelly. Shout out to Mimi. Lovely names. Pretty names. Shout out to Alina. Shout out to Jovi. Shout out to Sha. Oh, that's so long. Shout out to Grace. Shout out to Cara. Shout out to Minchi. Shout out to Holly. Shout out to Hoya. Hi, Maddie. Hi, Bestie. Shout out to Alina. Shout out to Jaylee. Shout out to Chelly. Shout out to Sharizoda. Shout out to Alina. Shout out to Elena. Shout out to Sama. Shout out to Samoa. Shout out to Nikki. Shout out to Jude. Shout out to Tahiyaki. Shout out to Matilda. Thank you guys. Please let's go like and sub. Thanks for the love. Thank you so much. A big shout out to everyone. Love your video. Thank you so much. A big shout out to Bonnie. Shout out to Riham. Shout out to Maria. Shout out to Lexi. Shout out to Abigail. Shout out to Jude. Shout out to Lila, your lovely mama. Shout out to Lily. Shout out to Abigail. Shout out to Harman. Shout out to Jade. Shout out to Hoya. Shout out to Pokibo. Shout out to Hiva. Shout out to Hoya. Shout out to Kanjus. Shout out to Hoya. Shout out to Maria. Shout out to Nadri. Shout out to Sema. Shout out to Bonjo. Shout out to Ima Ose. Shout out to Autumn. Shout out to Adi. Shout out to Dewan. Shout out to Andrea. Shout out to Zoa. Shout out to Bonnie. Shout out to Rowahida. Shout out to Daya Gudu Abi. Shout out to Abigail. Shout out to Leah. Shout out to Haya. Thanks for subbing. Thanks for subbing. I love you all. Yeah. Please, let's comment. Let's like. Thank you. A big shout out to Zoe. Shout out to Haya. Shout out to Faduna. Just keep dropping your name. If I haven't called you, please keep dropping your name. I love you too. Thank you. A big shout out to Jace. A big shout out to Samuel. A big shout out to Hada. A big shout out to Arena. Shout out to Jace. Shout out to Bonnie. Shout out to Kudestan. Shout out to Omo. Shout out to Bonnie. Shout out to Pari. Shout out to Roro. Shout out to Kenzie. Shout out to Ada. Shout out to Mahi. Shout out to Emilia. Shout out to Samia. Shout out to Greta. Shout out to Jasmine. Shout out to Maha. Shout out to Yasmin. Hi, friend. Shout out to Marcy. Shout out to Eliana. Shout out to Linon. Shout out to Lily. Shout out to Jasmine. Shout out to Eliana. I love your clothes. Thank you so much. Shout out to Daniel. Shout out to Lon. Shout out to Archer. Shout out to Hella. Shout out to Kayla. Shout out to Bonnie. Hi, friend. Shout out to Rosie. Shout out to Haya.
I got on my Dingo. And I just had 200
Shout out to
million.
Fatma.
200 million.
Guys, please let's go like and sub. Thank you.
Crazy.
Yeah, let's go like and sub. My legs are freezing.
Guess how much Dingo gives me? 5 million. Is insane. I'm getting more Dingo.
I don't know how to add someone to my live stream, honestly. I sub. Thank you so much for subscribing. A big shout out to Hima. A big shout out to Annalicia. Shout out to Hola. Shout out to Kali. Shout out to Sissy. Shout out to Jade. Shout out to Aisha. Shout out to Alice. Shout out to Amelia. Shout out to Anabia. Shout out to Kamid. Shout out to Catherine. Thank you so much. Shout out to McKenna. Shout out to Anna. Shout out to Carla. Shout out to Aidi. Shout out to Nisi. You didn't expect that. What was that? Shout out to Stina. Shout out to Amelia. Shout out to Neela. Shout out to Abigail. Yeah, let's go, guys. Shout out to Cora. Shout out to Hamid. Shout out to Tia. Shout out to Sophia. Shout out to Yaya. Shout out to Nikita. Shout out to Carol. Shout out to Jace. Shout out to Hamid. I don't know how to put someone on the live stream, unfortunately. So, a big shout out to Melissa. Shout out to Haya. Shout out to Adams. Shout out to Lo Sanus. Shout out love from Greece. Hi. Love from UK here. Thank you so much. Please like and sub. God bless you. Shout out to Kam. Shout out to Dasu. How do you have glowing skin? I don't know, my dear. Yeah, I don't do too much on my skin. I just have my bath and leave. Yeah, I don't do too much. But I don't really know how I have such skin. Yeah, I think it's natural, so I'm blessed with it. A big shout out to Calypta. A big shout out to Hodam. A big shout out to Darcy. A big shout out to Hima. A big shout out to Evie. A big shout out to Haley. A big shout out to Hamya. A big shout out to Aurora. A big shout out to Maria. A big shout out to Camilla. Hi from Indian. Hello. My Indian friend. Please like and sub. Hope you're good. A big shout out to Agatha. A big shout out to Emily. Shout out to Benny. Shout out to Harper. Shout out to Agatha. Let's go, guys. Shout out to Evie. Shout out to Ezekiel. Shout out to Nadim. Shout out to Florence. Shout out to Aurora. Shout out to Isabel. Shout out to Jaswana. Jaswana is the name of a country, right? Big shout out to Vivi. Oh, Beautifully wonderful love. Shout out to Shelly. Shout out to Malia. Shout out to Bonnie. Shout out to Isabel. Shout out to Elizabeth. Shout out to Malia. Shout out to Natalie. Shout out to Zuki. Shout out to Haley. Shout out to Selena. Shout out to Dicky. Shout out to Jackson. Shout out to Harbor. Shout out to Selena. Oh, sorry, dear. Shout out to Aliyah. Shout out to May. Shout out to Kenley. Shout out to Addison. Shout out to Grace. Shout out to Natalie. Shout out to Bonnie. Shout out to Fuki. Shout out to Adra. Shout out to Selena. Oh, thank you so much, Ami. That's lovely. Shout out to Ami. Shout out to Kate. Shout out to Tori. Thanks for subbing. Thanks for subbing, guys. I love you all. Please, let's like and sub. Thank you. A big shout out to Ashley. A big shout out to Papa. A big shout out to Gracie. Shout out to Cool. Big shout out to Fukushima. Shout out to Hobby. Shout out to Marcin. Shout out to Demi. Thank you. Shout out to Abby. Shout out to Kate. Shout out to Natalie. Shout out to Abby. Shout out to Mom Toss. Shout out to Trinity.
Why would she do that? That was stupid.
Shout out to Matilda. Shout out to Anna. Shout out to Ruby. Shout out to Suhaya. Shout out to Sophia. Shout out to Carrot. Shout out to Carter. Shout out to Hami. Slay. Clarkit. Shout out to Lily.
Let me upgrade this thing in peace, bro.
I saw your voice, beautiful. Thank you. Shout out to Tori. Shout out to Onta. Thank you so much for subbing. Oh, a lot of people are subscribing and they are liking. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. You all are amazing and I love you all. A big shout out to Scully. Shout out to Luca. Shout out to Carter. Shout out to Cameron. Shout out to Katrina. Shout out to Kiki. Guys, please let's take 10 seconds to like and sub. Just 10 seconds. Okay? Yeah, I'm waiting. 10 seconds. Let's count. Right. Jeremy, go and bring you people's blanket for me. People used to spread it on the bed. Yeah, I'm back. Okay, a big shout out to Hollis. Shout out to Abigail. Shout out to Cash. Shout out to Patty. Shout out to Tora. Shout out to X-Ra. Shout out to Isabella. Shout out to Anelia. Shout out to Ezra. Shout out to Dom. Shout out to Priyaka. Shout out to Penny. Shout out to Riggs. Shout out to Sophia. Shout out to Lauren. Shout out to Mia. Shout out to Amelia. Shout out to Freak. Yeah, thank you. Yes, I think this should be better. Hi. Hello. Shout out to Bob. Shout out to Lula Bell. Shout out to your lovely sister, Elsie. Shout out to Reese. Shout out to Hella. Shout out to Zoe. Your dad says hi, daddy. Happy Sunday. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. A big shout out to Hella. Shout out to Jody. Shout out to Kelby.
You have so much fun.
Shout out to Resta. Shout out to Julie, your lovely mom. Shout out to Junie. Shout out to Thaddeus. Is this thing not charging? This thing is not charging, no.
The girl that treated it to me, that's the girl I'm fighting right now.
Guys, please, just a second. Let me charge this. Yeah, it's showing blue here. Guys, hang on. Charging. It's charging now. Maybe that port is not working again.
Think how much billion?
A big shout to Catalia.
20 billion.
Hi, Kiki, remember me? Yes, I do remember you. How are you, dear? A big shout to Melissa. Love your hair, thank you. A big shout to Selena. A big shout to Mia. A big shout to Ruby. Thank you. A big shout to Michael. A big shout to Sahara. A big shout to Selena. A big shout to Kennedy. Shout out to Mia. Shout out to Hella. Shout out to Louise. Shout out to Melanie. Shout out to Lexi. Shout out to Hella. Shout out to Olivia. Shout out to Rista. Shout out to Lexi. Shout out to Ruby. Shout out to Olivia. You look gorgeous today. Thank you so much. Shout out to Amelia. Shout out to Catalea. Shout out to Melissa. Shout out to Piku. Shout out to Ruby. Shout out to Guinea Pig. Is that your name? Shout out to Brayley. Shout out to Anna. Shout out to Max. Shout out to Ollie and Darcy. Shout out to Luana. Shout out to Ruby. Is that your name? You are saying no, you are laughing. Please, let's drop our real name, not, yeah. So that I don't call something silly, you know, it's not fair. Shout out to Franca. Shout out to Lucy. Shout out to Madison. Shout out to Vivi. Shout out to T. Shout out to Belly. Shout out to Lily. Shout out to Emily. Shout out to Michael. Shout out to Luana. Shout out to Avery. Shout out to Lily. Shout out to Amy. Shout out to Olive.
Should I try risking
Shout out to
that?
Nikki.
Oh my gosh.
Shout out to
I'm watching
Hava. Shout out to Michael. Shout out to G.
Please give me make me rich.
Jillian.
No.
Shout out to Marlena. Shout out to Marlene. Shout out to Kia. Shout out to Hava. Shout out to Otto. Shout out to Aideen. Happy Sunday to you all. If you're just joining, happy Sunday, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Drop your names as quickly as possible so I can call you. If I haven't called your name, please. Please, if I've not called your name, yeah, please just keep writing your name. I will catch it. Yeah, I will catch it, please. No. A big shout out to Aideen. A big shout out to Amelia. A big shout out to Mio. A big shout out to Corey.